I press the button, the stuff starts. I press the button, the stuff of the starts, and then... But we also gotta get it the game up. You press the button, the stream of the starts, and then the game, you gotta press different button to do that. That's not all connected. It's a little different. You can get it connected, but it's not that connected. Nailed it. Okay, and let me make sure it looks good on the other side of things. Yep, came through fine. Great. I didn't do that. Ah, what the fuck is that? Stop it. Oh, okay. There we go. And then... let me get my stuff figured out. Let me get it all good. Oh, okay. Why is this so high? I keep trying to talk like normally and it just will not register because my freaking thing isn't fucking working properly. Hello? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great. Okay, and then in this one... Ooh, what is that? Oh, it doesn't matter because you can't see it anyway. There you go. Then we just gotta bring her over there. Put this... Oh, yeah. Do a different one. Get things attached, get things moving. There's a lot of working parts when you're trying to stream. It's a little ridiculous, frankly. It shouldn't be this complicated. It should be like, would you like it to stream? Here you go. Press button. You're good. Instead, it's, would you like it to stream? Press the button. No, the other button. No, that in conjunction with that button. No. The other button. Yes, that one. No, but then you have to press it at the same time as this one. No, you still didn't do it right. That's what it feels like, anyway. Okay. And a boom shakalaka. Here we go. Am I... My only concern now is, am I too big? Am I too big on the screen? I'm gonna have to take a look out of the corner of my eye. But anyway. No. Compared to the size of the frame? You know, you see what I mean?
Guess I just like looking.
Aww. Bird just wanna looks at me all the time. Gay? It's what we do. We gotta, you know, we say we love each other and then we call each other gay. 'Cause, you know, same difference. Alright, and then I also just wanted to do a little... Okay, there we go. I just also wanted to do a little socimed post. I hate that I said that. I'm never saying that ever again. I don't ever want to say the phrase socimed. Ugh. Even the fact that I just repeated myself there is too much.
What was that?
Shut up, Ducky. I'm not doing it again. Shut up, bird.
You did it. You know we do anyway.
You bastard. There we go. Okay, great. Alright. This music kind of slaps. I simultaneously feel like I'm in like an 80s like action comedy, and I also feel like I'm like on a game show. I dig it. Alright, where are we? Here we are. Turnabout Airlines. Wait. Yeah, let's start. Okay, we'll start there. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway. Whoa. Okay, I thought I needed to go back to my load screen because even though the times are different, I'm like, I swear this one where I actually saved myself actually has the beginning data of where we left off. I don't know what happened. Alrighty. The numbers is confusing. I hate that my first reaction is the laugh. I hate that I see a dead body that re-traumatized poor Miles Edgeworth, and my first instinct is, whoopsie daisy. Hello there! Hello, how are you? How's it going? Happy Monday. That's what it is. Do I still gotta talk to this guy? Oh, he's so mad. Oh, we better hurry and bring him some evidence. Don't number the birds before they are born. Fuck. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. All I ask of you is your patience and cooperation. This guy is not happy to give any patience or any cooperation. I don't know if this man could squeeze out any appreciation. Hell, he's so tight, I don't even know if he could squeeze out a fart. And what about you, Titties McGee? Miss Meal, what about investigating the in-flight shop? You're of no use to me asleep, wake up! Huh? What's up? I need you to come with me so I can search the shop! Go on ahead without me, I'll catch up later. How has this woman not been fired yet? Because that plushie she holds is actually the CEO. They hide him in there. She is his main caretaker, and he is okay with her oddities. I don't know. It's quite a mess in here. You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then, Teehee. Hold on, you can't clean up a potential crime scene. Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much. I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. And this piggy bank went to market. And this piggy bank cried wee 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 all the way home. In-flight shop. Everyone get ready. Investigate the in-flight shop. The shop that is in the flight and the flight is in. There is a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases. You know what I'd suggest? Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip. Okay, then how about you buy something for me then, as a present? I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy anything. Buy you anything. But I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time. Try paying attention to me when I ask you something and then we'll talk. Edgeworth, you gotta, this isn't, you know, you get more flies with honey than with vinegar, and admittedly, I don't know why you'd want to fly either way, but clearly, you need to change your tactic with this lady. A tiny captain's hat? Oh, it's so cute. What are these? Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it. Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy. Try out a suitcase? No way, but either way, it doesn't really matter. True, either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded a plane? Right? That's crazy. It makes it seem like... Shit, I forgot his name was Captain Uggo. But the implication of putting a luggage case in, like, the airplane store is like, we anticipate you buying so much of our weird junk that you need another suitcase to carry it all. And if you're gonna get a suitcase, you might as well get the most neon suitcase ever invented. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you? It's certainly making something jump inside my stomach. Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined taste. What? You looked like you really wanted to get one, and I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. Glad that's done, though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay? I never showed any interest. Tee, it really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You wanna know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda. Miss Gennaro designed this. But you need to buy Pokemon stuff when you go to Japan, so you need the other suitcase. That is true. However, I understand that Edgeworth would not think that, because he's like, I'm going home where I can buy something and bring it to my house. Yeah, it was a company-wide contest. Well, it does have a very sharp design sense. Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe? Aw, damn, roasted. I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. It's so bleh. Miss Gennaro designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Ah! Ah! Everyone panic! What the fuck just happened? Letting a suitcase really roll around has got to be a safety violation. Here, I'll put it back. I like that she's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. We got a stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Neal is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed. Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that? Because it's true, Mr. Edgeworth. I beat the shit out of it. This is my third one today. I've beheaded all the rest and eaten the stuffing inside. That's right, I ate it. Edgeworth slowly realizes she is clearly the killer. Oh, there's a bug. Hang on a second. There's a bug.
I got it.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I am not a bug who is afraid of bugs. I'm a bee, and I am a perfectly reasonable and complete insectoid being, okay? I don't fear bugs. So stop asking about it. Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them. Oh, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I swear I just saw a thing that... Oh, no, maybe not? No? Okay. Oh! Okay. Do I have to talk to her? Are you the next clue? I don't know much about this shop. You can still ask me whatever. Are you afraid of me then? No, shut up. I told you, I'm not afraid of any bugs. I've never been afraid of bugs. I'm not a... I am a bug, so I can't be afraid of myself. Shut up. I don't know much about this shop, but you can still ask me whatever. Do you notice anything? Oh, I don't know. I don't notice shit. In fact, I'm falling asleep right now. I got your permission to look around, so you can't yell at me. Don't forget that, okay? Oh my god. It's Cousin It. I love I love the Addams Family. How am I supposed to thank you properly if you insist on falling asleep? Well, you know what would really show you thanks? You see that item for sale over there? No, Jesus Christ, no. Oops. Oh wait, no, I don't want to talk to her, but I do want to look at my shit so far. For instance, we found Tiny Captain's hat. And we know the murder weapon was this. I am so certain the hat belonged to this little dude. And if not, then I'll lose health. Yeah! Take that. I am the lawyer of all time. Give it a go. And give it a shot. Beautiful. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from the display case. Does this mean that the killer broke the glass to get at it? Updated the organizer. Eh? Really? Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop. Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything? I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed. No, that's not anything I'm gonna work on. But this... Every suspicious nook on the cranny. For security, there's a lock on the display case. If I may ask you about this lock. So the woman in charge of the shop is Miss Rhoda, so she's got the keys to all the display cases. Oh, I bet you want to buy something. God damn it, Melee. No, why the... so there's a lock on this door. Oh yeah, I'm working with this guy who's doing an official investigation. Oh, you want to buy something, right? What the fuck? What the fuck are these books? Working name, Yugo Airlines. You. The only thing that would make it better is if the next book after that you was like Soldier Boy tell him. Been laughing at that joke since 2006. I don't know when that song came out, but whatever. The glass on this door is broken, but it's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus, the glass broke rather cleanly. Ah! What is it? I touched the glass and it cut my finger! It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth, it hurts! Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. I think it's time to make a deduction. That's not what I meant. Or is it? No, it's not. I meant the other one. The one where you combine stuff. That's the wrong letter. There we go. No. Is there any more of this I need to look at? Because I don't think so. Because that blue I can't touch. We did the yellow there. We did all of it. Yeah, okay. No. Thought maybe I could just look it directly at the glass on the floor. I guess not. We took off at 5 a.m. Okay. And I definitely don't have anything I can still combine. Nope. I'm gonna look again, because I'm not sure. You know, they only give me so many things to work with here. What do you... Oh. I got myself. Okay, girl. I'm just surprised because I thought I'd have... Do I have to talk to her? Hey, bitch. There we go. I got my finger on those bad pieces of glass. Hello, Jesse Baddock. To you too. Don't blame the glass for something you did to yourself. Just be more careful. Same to you. You're the one walking all over broken glass. You sure you're okay? I'm Fawn. I'm Fawn. Turns into a deer. I'm fine. Any glass I walk on, I crush. Like this. That's nice. Please be careful around the display case, okay? No glass fragments appear to have ended up inside after all. Then I guess even you can tidy up the case, right? Perish the thought. I don't know. Should I show something to her? You know anything about this guy? This piggy bank was in the shop, right? Don't you find her a tiny bit suspicious? I don't think I can say either way. There's not enough evidence to convince me that she was lying about anything back there. Are you sure about that? Why are you so suspicious? Hey. What the hell? Okay, let's see. Do I have anything more yet? These are not gonna connect. Yeah, I didn't think so. Shit, there goes some of my health. Whoops. I should know better than to do this. Oopsie boopsie. Oopsie daisies. No. Dang it. Well, let me think here. Oh god. Nothing like going to profile and seeing this look back at you. From the Northern European Republic of Virginia. Says he's a wealthy art dealer. Time obsessed. Yeah, that's one word for it. Time obsessed is one word for it. Should I go this way? Nope, I can't go that way. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, duh. The deduce thing. I always forget about the deduce thing. I assume this, because this is presumably what fell out of it. About what? If the killer had broken the glass... There we go. Oh, thank God. If the killer had broken the glass to get at at the Captain Uggo bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that. However, there's not a single piece of glass inside the display case. Nope. No, there isn't. Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor. I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too. Eh? That's nice. Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Uggo bank from here after the turbulence. Sweet. Oh. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Meal, and listen when I'm talking. What? But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon. Whoa. So you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake? Banks are always behind murder, Miss Meal. No. Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility. But then what if when the killer went to take Captain Ugo, they broke the glass by accident? The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely. Yeah, but there's one person who could have. Oh, and who would that be? Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything. But why would she... Well, so that means if we're dealing... If we're going to take what Miss Meal said into actuality, which we shouldn't, look at her. But if we were to, that means that Rhoda opened this, took out the guy, broke the glass, closed it, and then locked it again. And I'm not seeing a lot of the glass over here, despite all the turbulence. So I think it just broke straight out. So no, I don't think that's possible, Miss Thing. I think that's weird. Oh, now is there stuff to put together? Turbulence. Yes! This turbulence in the suitcase. I noticed one of them didn't have a little block. If these bounce, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah! There's definitely something wrong here. What's with the sudden yelling? Tell me, Miss Meal. Don't you think there's something strange about those suitcases? Well, sure. They totally are strange. Like the color and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. Pay attention. You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper. Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator. Hee. Again, that's not what I fucking meant, you fucking bimbo. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind, I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous. Tee. I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she'd heard what you just said. What's wrong? She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right. What's so unusual about this? I'm pretty sure. It's this.
Take that!
What? Oh, I have to go for, is it because I have to click the one that doesn't? I thought it would make more sense if I'm pointing out the difference, I should be able to point whether it has it or it doesn't have it. But I guess I have to prove that it doesn't have it. I don't know. Oh, wait. Also, why is that wheel pink? And the other two are blue.
Take that!
Okay. There's something very peculiar about these wheels. Huh? As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying. And so, it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit the turbulence. Let's take a closer look. Sorry, I just really wanted to do that. I didn't know they were little lemurs. Whoa! This suitcase cost $1,200? It is not worth it. Holy shit, this shit ugly. Anyway. It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. Bloody cloth. And it's soaked with blood. Oh, it's blood. Yes, similar to what just happened to you, because you cut your finger, right? Remember? Goodness me. It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Investigation complete. Oh, thank God, more HP. So explain this to me? What does this suitcase have to do with the murder? I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used the suitcase in some manner, such as to move something, perhaps? But aren't you just talking about the cloth, then? That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe the killer used the suitcase to transport is... I think it's him. I think they transported the body, because I'm like... No, well, I haven't fucking said it's grape juice yet, so I'm going to go off the thought that it's blood. So, and if they do say it's grape juice again, I'm gonna freaking lose it. Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? Yugo suitcase data jotted down in my organizer. Bloody cloth data jotted down in my organizer. But... In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else, which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location. So you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it? Exactly. What is it? Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something. Oh? Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? It's her, the maybe killer. You all could be maybe killers, though. I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He said that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat. I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course. If that's your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. Oh no, is my voice kind of... My voice is kind of bitsy like for her? Oh, I guess it is. Whoops. I wasn't even trying to do that. Just because I can't tell the difference between lemons and lemon juice. We can camp out and watch over everything together. I'll face north. Turns around. Now I'll face north. Turns around. Now I'll face north. Turns around again. And I have enough evidence. Oh, whoops. That's not his voice. And I have enough evidence to... That's not his voice either. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. God, she looks so nervous. I do not trust. And yet, regarding what Miss Meal reminded me of about Miss Tiniero. Well, why does Miss Meal keep trying to throw this chick under the bus? I don't trust nobody. I don't trust a damn person on this plane. To be continued. What? Oh. Sure, I'll save my Pogues. We gonna figure out who did it though, right? What? No. Okay. Okay, go back. Okay, there we go. Phew. 1 p.m. local time, Hope Springs Airport. I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Tiniero and Miss Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Tiniero in private. So I'm left wondering, just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth. Who is it? Whoa! It's some chick! Why does she have a whip? Franziska, I thought you were still in Germany. They gave the German a whip. Well, I don't think I need to say anything further. I go where, oh, excuse me, a German accent. Oh, can I do a German accent? I don't know if I can. And wherever there is criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Parma. The daughter of my mentor Manfred von Parma. She, like myself, is the prosecutor. Everybody gets weird accents now. Are you heading up this case? Miles is now, I don't know, a fucked up Swede. It would be a bit of a relief if you air. Don't you... shit. Don't... like, there's no S's I can turn into Z's. How do I say this? Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. Oh, shit. Ah! What the fuck? She hit him with the whip? What the fuck? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. What revenge? Your dad and him were bros. What the fuck? I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple from the house of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame? What? Wait, it's been a big I thought I was dead and I didn't kill the victim. A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor, and then you beat him to death. Franziska, do you honestly believe that I killed the man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you of our people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Well, a little French at the end there. Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? I have to get going, the crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gamshu! Yes, sir? Too slow! Oh, shit! Ow! Listen up, I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand? But Mr. Edgeworth, I'm supposed to guard him? He needs, like, major doofy voice. A simple yes or no, detective. Oh, yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me. Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me. Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad you're okay. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. Aw, man. Boop. Boop. There we go. I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well, in that case I have a few questions for you. So how is the initial investigation going? We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office, and we're taking statements now, sir. That sounds like Franziska. She was always good at a quick response to a case. I'd say she was a little too quick, sir. Oh, how so? I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders to everyone. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something, and had come in advance to wait your flight's arrival. That is sort of odd. Is it? They can just use a radio on the plane. And if I was the captain, I'd be like, yeah, can we have police meet us at the gate? There's a dead body. I said I didn't do it. Captain promised. I didn't do nothing. Ooh woo. That's how captains talk. Plus, I don't know why she's here in America. You're still trying to convince me this is America? Okay. Ms. Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down Liz related to certain incident. No details? It's kind of top secret, so she can't talk about it even with me. Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Is that a... Does he mean literally, or... Is there a double entendre there? Plus, I doubt the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, Detective, although I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine. Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate. Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation, starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh. Well, first of all, who the fuck are these people? Hello? Lunchland. Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops. Whew, I've always wanted to give their steak lunch a try. What should I go with? I recommend our airport special World Flags lunch boxes. Only available for a limited time. Yeah, she seems really excited about it. We have a variety of lunch boxes made up to look like different countries' flags. If you really want them that badly, Detective, why don't you go ahead and buy one? Is that okay, sir? Thanks. Alright then, I'm really gonna get one. Here I go. Excuse me, miss. I'll take a Star-Spangled Banner lunchbox, please. I hope he's aware that's the most expensive one on the menu. The American one is the most expensive? That makes sense now, doesn't it? Oh, we'll never know how it resolves. Are you okay? This man was in first class with me. He's quite shaken up by the whole affair. I'd be pretty scared too if I got caught up in a murder investigation, sir. I did it. I made it the whole flight. I'm not scared of turbulence anymore. This life breast is proof I made it alive. It's now my prized possession. How could you just take that from the plane? It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. It's got nothing to do with the murder, at least. This child seems to be happily enjoying the sight of so many planes. I'm all excited to see this many planes too. Just look at the size of those things. Do you like planes too, mister? The balance between the main wings and the tail wings is really something, huh? It seems that this child derives his pleasure from a different aspect. Oh, but I've also got a thing for the shape of the wings too. Here, mister, you could stand next to me. So about that plane's wing. Thank you, Detective, for leaving me out of this conversation. Oh, like you care, Edgeworth. Oh, I also have to go back there? Isn't that just back onto the plane? Oh, it is. Okay. So you must be the captain. Why, yes I am. And who might you be? I can just tell from looking at him that's his voice. I am the prodigy prosecutor Francisca von Karma, and I have a few questions for you. Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do. What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. I wouldn't bet money on our dear Captain being much of a reputable person. Sure you don't want to ask the question to the Captain for the question for the answers? What? Are you okay? Have a stroke, Mr. Edgeworth. He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I like to leave that type of witness to Francisca and her whip. Ah! Yep, there it goes. Oh, she did a hit. Oh, look, there's... Do you see the law book? Edgeworth, you forgot your law book on the plane. Now see here. Knack! I'm sorry, I'm sorry. How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal I told you. Mr. LeBlanc. Oh, it is you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is money. I don't have even 1 second of wasteful time to spend. Should we talk to him? Sir, you can't go in there. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I'm very sorry, sir. But no. But I'm on the case. Oh, yeah, I know, but no, shut the fuck up. Why would you do this to me, Francisca? Because you're You're still the prime suspect, Edgeworth? Goodness me. Did you finish taking a statement yet? Yep, all done, sir. I do not concern if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay. Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small. From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts that I stole from third world countries. Folk costumes, speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat, it kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. Oh, it does! Oh, shit! Mr. LeBlanc, can you please take a look at this for me? Oh, it's Burgundian cloth! As I suspected. Your hat is made of the same material, I suppose? Yes, of course! This fabric is so famous, orders come from over the seas for more. Huh. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier? No. My cargo this time is much, many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved? You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal. The stubbornness of you police, it is no good. And it is no good that attendant refuses to exit the attendance room too. That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Tinero. Oh, shit. I don't think I have anything else to present to him at this time. Because we kind of already talked about all this other stuff with him. What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? She was taken into the attendance room for her interview, and then they still have not come out. They made no sign of coming out either. As I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her. Why is that the only one that's taking up so much time? Oh, look, it's Francisco. Myers Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tinero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendants' room? Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I understand. You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't buzz the wool over my eyes, Myers Edgeworth. Oh shit. She giving us a little Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here. In the very lounge, the body was discovered. From that time, the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was moved. The only person in his lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect. Likeliest suspect, Francisca? Do you have a problem with that? No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough! If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast! Okay. We can do that. Go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here. In the very lounge the body was discovered. I disagree. Because... Whoops. Shit, I pressed the wrong button again. There we go. Objection. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all. What does that mean? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all. Oh, whoa, objection. Oh, her objection was... her voice was much higher than I anticipated. Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me? All you did was find a piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. Avon Karma is perfect in every way. This chick fucking nuts. But did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point? As if there is proof of that. Where is the proof? Whoops. We have the proof. It's... Oh. But why would there be juice on the wheel of a suitcase? Oh, whoops. Can I present the wheel to her? Proof that it was moved around. Looks like footprints and something being dragged. Is it then? Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the footprints. The spilled grape juice around the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where is the evidence that proves the killer dragged the suitcase through here? Oh, pal.
Take that!
Take that! Big bean that! This mark here, wouldn't you say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels? I suppose. Further, there is also grape juice residue on the wheels of this suitcase. It's fucking wine, just say wine. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses. She's gonna whip you again, man. Not so fast. This thing does not put you in the clear, not by a long shot. Oh shit. Franziska's logic. Part 2. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit the turbulence, and then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence, and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly. Just what are you insinuating? That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. Okay, damn. Everybody look out. The girls are fighting. Presidential alert. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop. Sure. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence.
Hold it!
And how do you suppose I was able to take that piggy bank out of its display case? As I recall, the case was locked. That's easy. If the case was locked, you simply had to hit the glass like this. Jesus Christ, girl. Ow! You've shattered my heart of glass. So she wants to talk about the in-flight shop in the Captain Uggo Bank, does she? That takes care of how you obtained the murder weapon. Then you waited for the victim in the lounge, or you beat him to death. Oh, I don't have, like, evidence of, like, the glass shattering. This is the buy dream. True. This is how most of my dreams go. Man, I really thought there'd be more about, like, the glass. Oh shit. Hiya, Pollo. What's up? What's up? You being crazy? You crazy boy. You crazy dog. Before the plane hit that turbulence. And then you waited for the victim in the lounge, where you beat him to death. Then while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed in the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you had taken it from and pretended to be the discoverer of the body. I think it's got to be earlier that we fight this line of logic. Whoops. Oh, dang it. No, this was taken out after the turbulence. There we go. The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared. Evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who would stand in the courtroom must learn to master. Took me a second. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? A fake? This Captain Uggo piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon. What? The timing of when the piggy bank was taken from the shop is important, and it was taken after the turbulence had occurred. But then what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that? I assume it was added after the murder, when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator. Passed out Miles on the floor is pretty funny. The killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick the bank up from off the floor and took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Ackby Hicks. You there! Oh. Yes, ma'am. Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence, and the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood. I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stalled tactics are at an end. But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. Eek! If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think that the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody clothes. Exactly what I was thinking, because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase. It signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence, which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage or still at the real crime scene. Objection! There is one more possibility, and that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon. But didn't we just... Let me finish. The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence, by opening the lock on the display case door, and it was at that time the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Jesus, I used the word reasoning too much. Let's see, so that means the killer had the key to the display case. Francisca, the person you're talking about, not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wished to speak with her. Yes. Very well, permission granted, but only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her, but you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish. Miss Tiniero is the flight attendant's room. Let's move. I think I know which bed belongs to which person. What the fuck are those pink things? I don't know. You're the one that poked around inside this plane? Oh, without the captain's permission? Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? Miss Tiniero. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too? Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did? All right. Hang on. I need a quick harpsichord solo before I can begin. Oh, I have to talk to her? I really thought she needed her dramatic moment with harpsichord. Captain's permission. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission. What do you mean? The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Meal. Yes, and on top of that, oh my god, her name is Chamomile. It's Cammy Meal. I think I realized that the first time, but I forgot. Now I'm re-remembering. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends. In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges. Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Tiniero, there is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why were you there? Well, Why the sudden hesitation? Friends, why the sudden hesitation, Scoob? Franziska seems to have really struck a nerve. Zoinks. All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do. You're saying it was for work then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell. Jesus, that took me a second. She claims to have no reason other than duty to go to the shop, but is that all there is to it? I mean, she did design it. Oh, that suitcase! Yes, about the suitcase. You were the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it? There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there? Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase? Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I designed were selling. I know that as a service professional I'm not supposed to care, but I really wanted to know, and I was glad to see that it was the last one there. Oh, she was not the murderer. Because when she went to check, there was only one suitcase left. Shit. Shit. So you're saying, Miss Tiniero, that the suitcase in question was the last one? Yes, they're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves. That's not exactly the impression I got. Guys, y'all, we've seen the luggage. What is your opinion on the luggage? In fact, you know what? As a refresher, I'll bring it back up. Look at this shit. It's got lemurs on it. It's seemingly designed like it is a wrapped present, because they put like a design, like there's a ribbon and a bow on it. Guys, would you ignore this price tag? Would you buy this? Let's say it was reasonably priced. Would you buy it? I need it now. Honestly, I was not the biggest fan. Just from a distance, because I could not tell what these faces were, and then upon zooming in and realizing they were lemurs, I was like, oh no, I do see a bit of an appeal. I'm a slut for bows. I'm a slut for some bows and ribbons. You know, I can't help it. I think I would want it. The eyes are giving Puss in Boots. Oh, like he's doing the... No, he's using his eyes. Please buy me. Please. Can you please buy my luggage, pretty please? I'm just a cute little Weimer. The one in the shop is most definitely the last one. Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase. Really? Then I guess we sold out of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one. No, girl. I didn't say anything about buying it. Then say you'll buy it. I'm sorry, I can't. But why? I think it'd go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional. Well, that is, how should I put this? It's hideous. What? Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on. I like that he's like, there's a chance I could have hurt her feelings. Doesn't matter. Well, help me solve the case. Anyway. It's the number of them remaining. There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it. 2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only 1. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only 1 suitcase left. Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Miss Tinero, what is one of those suitcases doing here? That's... I thought you said there was only 1 left. That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now. I think not. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me. Excuse me? I don't believe for even 1 second you used it for a very long time. What proves that it hasn't been used for a long time? The fucking ticket. Is it also in your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcases? What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about the suitcase? Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Oh my god, did she steal some of her suitcases to make it look like they were selling? Miss Chinero, I think I understand. I know what you're trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in the in-flight shop. Seeing as how the price tag is still in the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was... Well, it still has the tag on it, so I thought no one bought it. I thought it was stolen. I guess we'll say he did it. Did he do it?
Take that!
Sorry, but I don't understand your line of logic. Care to explain why you chose to finger that person? I'm 12 years old! I'm 12!
A direct quote?
That was a direct quote.
Oh my god!
Oh gosh, that's so funny. Oh, batteries, spend time. You should spend the time thinking. Stop fingering and start thinking. Oh, the suitcase was on sale in the in-flight shop, and the person who bought the suitcase was... I guess Rhoda. Sure. How about this? It was you, wasn't it, Miss Junero? I hate to say this, but the suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design you poured your heart into is selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Then the reason you went to this shop and came back here was... I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. Oh, should I put on my... Let me put on my sad face. Let's really... Listen, let's really try and sell this. I thought that maybe I had finally accomplished something. But the suitcase didn't sell. It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it's, as you put it, hideous. I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either. We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked. You buy one every single time you work a flight? I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase. This receipt is clearly time-stamped 5:40 a.m. Suitcase receipt data jotted down in my organizer. The truth is... Oh, sorry, let me cry again. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight. Miss Gennaro, where are these other suitcases? They should all be down in the cargo hold. Then the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold. Oh, shit. Oh, so is it... graphic design was her passion? And look how far I got her. Not very far at all. It's so sad. Alexa played Despacito. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases to... Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases. Why did he have to throw in beloved? Why do you have to make it a little worse for her? To move the victim's body. Ah! How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be. Miss De Niro, is there any other way to get the cargo hold other than the elevator? The only other way is just through that door there. And what about security? That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to. Which means the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects. I can't believe it. Hold it. Yes, Francisca. Going on these wild goose chases, you are disgrace to the Von Common name. And what do you mean by that? The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells the whole story. Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their key card. Miles Edgeworth, you're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Miss Meal, I asked her earlier, and she had this to say. In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different key card is required. A different one? Yes, and the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda De Niro, and only you. Eee! What? Is that true? Yes, I keep that key card in my locker at all times. Could you please show us that card right now? Yes, hold on. It's not fucking there, is it? It got done stolen. I don't believe it. What's wrong? The key card, it's gone. Oh no! Our key card! It's broken! Pretending that your car was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You've really thought this through. Well, wait, it's not like that. You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman. Yes, ma'am. But Mr. Edgeworth! What's wrong? The disbelief written all over your face. Francisca, I know that you are the lead investigator on this case. However, hold it. Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do. We are no strangers to love. You know the rules and so do I. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Myers Edgeworth? I intend to do likewise. To be continued. Yes, I will say my name. Thanks. March 12th, 2:52 p.m. Flight G390, lower deck, cargo hold. Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? There he goes. It's so big! Holy fuck, that's a lot of suitcases! This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating. So this is the real scene of the murder. There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir! Lovely that there's something extra flammable here. For exorcism use only! Just what kind of operation is this airline running? Oh, I just love pushing the buttons on elevators and crosswalks. Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it. The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, detective. It can't move. Oh yeah, I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendant's room and the elevator's control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth! It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair! These must all be leftover from the ones they couldn't sell, the ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy! Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it'll bring you so much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200! I think I'll pass. And Miss Chinera wonders why they don't sell. You'd need 2 jobs just to buy one. Although, it definitely looks like one is missing. What's this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments. Ooh! I bet I can combine broken glass and the glass shards. I bet I can connect them. I've taken 2 dots. I've connected them.
You haven't connected shit.
I've connected them. I've connected them! I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glass lenses. Ergo, the victim was here just as I expected. Or suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been saying for a while? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. What's this luggage? Hey, what's with this suitcase, pal? Oh no, I asked the same question as Gumshoe. I don't want to be like him, no, please! It's what the victim checked in, sir. So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? And there's a photo of Miss Von Kama in it, sir! It sure looks like a profile on Franziska. Oh, that's why she rushed over. She knew someone was watching her or something? Why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her? Is there anything else? I'm just gonna go around and bump into everything. Oh! I didn't know that this plane was capable of carrying such large pieces of cargo. This thing's as tall as two of you on top of each other, sir! It would probably take 20 of you to cover the entire surface of this monstrosity. What, really? Yeah, I guess that sounds about right. There's really no need to take that throwaway estimate seriously, Detective. Okay, so I think clearly we need to talk to Miss Thing over here. And you then immediately begin to direct the investigation. It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides murder. Yes, I was. Why? Oh. Oh, the dog playing. What the dog doing? Oh, he playing. I've been following a very large and involved governmental level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Interpol is involved. It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have. Well then in that case, you want to explain the file in his luggage? Oh fuck. Wait, what the fuck? I don't have the file as evidence? Okay. Rude. Is there something else I'm supposed to bring up to her? I'm trying to figure it out. Oh god, please. Yeah, I can't look closer at that. Is there anything? No. Where the fuck did he go? He went back up there? I don't think he knew where the fuck he was going. Yeah, so I can't go this way. It looks like everything, so then... I think I have to show her something. What do I show her? Oops. Is it this? I feel like I have to... I feel like there's something I gotta show to her, but I don't know what. Do you know this photo of the man? That's the victim. It's infuriating to see him crumpled on the floor like that, lifeless. I will catch the one who did this to him myself, I swear it. Francisca's really worked up over this victim. Do you know him? Oh. Okay. What is this? Oh, no, it's just the same thing. Okay. Damn, girl. Chill. Well, it doesn't look like it's gonna... Well, wait a minute. Is there... Are there other things I can combine? Oh, yes! Okay, cool. I was gonna connect these anyway. I've connected them? Alright. Now, why would... Oh, whoops, I thought it was... I thought it was Gumshoe saying it. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Francisca? Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Van Karma, sir. Francisca said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, Interpol agent Hicks. I think Francisca has some explaining to do. Yeah. Give me the truth. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you in the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed, which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known that you'd figured out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. A smuggling ring? And would they smuggle, perhaps, artwork? I knew it was the fucking blonde guy. I knew it from the beginning. He went undercover. He went undercover to investigate this crime. Indeed, it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it. Ow! Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason, of that I am sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he observed. Francisca, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see, but this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Maybe Meal? Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere, which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Hey, full health again, yay! I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth, but the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda Tenero. Definitive evidence. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is that the key card allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not sure it's certain. It's as simple as that. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown. I'm just gonna press her on everything until I figure out what I need to do. That might be true, but then it could have been anyone, including Miss Meal, or even the captain. Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand, much like Scruffy over there. Ugh. Ah! I can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Oh my god. Very well. Then what about the other flight attendant, Miss Meal? Ha, I thought you might ask about her. But the point to keep in mind is that the key card allows the elevator to come down here. Yeah, and so Meal can still do it. It's highly likely it was stolen. Whoa! Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank. But it was taken out of its display case after the turbulence. I don't know if that's anything solid. Man. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna work. Damn it. I was like, maybe, is it the timing? Is the timing that gets it? Because this is 540. Does that do anything? It didn't do anything. Any of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point is that the key card allows the elevator to come down here. There's the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank.
Hold it.
Did I press her on this? I'll do it again. Oh man, I'm guessing the body? Scruffy! Yes, sir! Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the result of Agent Hicks's autopsy. Yes, sir. What the fuck? We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Okay, what is it? What is it? They're still doing the autopsy, but they said they already know this one thing for sure. Report now. The doc said it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. From the victim's shoulder to his mid-back? He was beaten over such a wide area? Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign that the killer had a grudge against Mr. Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir. Instantaneous death resulting from blow to the back of the head. Bruising, head to mid-back. Scruffy, what is this? Had a grudge against Mr. Mean? Well, that, Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective? Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir. You're completely useless. Yeah. Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there. No, you removed yourself from my way. What's all this racket? Is the freaky blonde guy? I knew it was the freaky blonde guy. My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me. We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. I suppose there is no choice. Finally, I think he gave... Hey, what are you? Ah! You won't get past me. This is... Wait, that's it. So that's what this whole thing has been about. Nobody could find anything that could be considered the real weapon in the hold. The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. Is it these? Fuck! Damn it. Can it not be found because it's with the art pieces? Is that it? Fuck! Alright, well there's only 4 options. I can... Is it these? Oh, or are those the ones I just combined? Those are the ones I just fucking combined, wasn't it? Oh my god. Is this anything? Oh, fuck. No, damn it! I can't do this! Okay, well I haven't combined these two, so might as well. What the fuck?! Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there's extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon must be something bigger. A sizable weapon and smuggling? Presumably the murder weapon is something that got smuggled? Fuck! What the fuck? I felt like that made a lot of sense. I did that one, so... Is it this? Try and get a similar answer? Fuck! Okay. So it couldn't be found, and it's a sizable weapon. Fucking... okay. I feel like most of the things I put in could get us to this sort of thing. Because it is normally too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. Franziska! What? What do you want? I found it, Franziska. I found the real murder weapon. You did? He really jumped. We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across. Anyway, if you really want a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with the evidence. You two aren't listening at all, are you? Come on, then show me this real murder weapon you speak of. This is the real murder weapon. Is it... I'm gonna lose. Oh, shit. Perhaps I should have phrased it as, that which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what the real cause of death. I think it was a free fall. The victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He fell to his death? Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back, and the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. But the murder happened inside this plane, I know. Are you claiming that there's some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from? As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us this entire time. You can't mean... Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. Oh, what? Then we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs. No, he didn't fall all the way. Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal! Quiet, why are you screaming? He's alive! And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. I suppose it's true that it's not possible, given the current circumstances. What is the current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean? Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then? He would have been a Borgonian pancake for sure, sir. I suppose that man over there would still be breathing, but the reality is that the cargo box is there, so there is no point in entertaining your wired hypothetical scenarios. It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there. Ha! As if there could have been a window of time when the giant box was not there. But there was. What can I use to show her that it's possible the box was not always where it is now? Oops. Oh, don't they have a... made a brief stop to transfer cargo. It's gotta be this, right? It's gotta be. You refueled in the Republic of Zhangfa? Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhangfa in order to refuel, but that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. And it's labeled Zhangfa Express. Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhangfa. Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? It would mean that the box is not here on the cargo hold during the Europe Zafeng leg of the flight, making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death the entire time. Whatever. But your theory is still very far-fetched. Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. A piece of cargo in more detail. Begin investigating. It's a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it. Let's see. Aleph Red Statue? Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Let's begin investigating, sir. Oh. Hieroglyphics! Oh god, he's back. Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission. Heck, don't rush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc? Of course it's mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This Aleph Red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much, much more. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that is, detective. Darn. How did you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that in euros or dollars? Does it really fucking matter? Mr. LeBlanc, there's a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer. It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching. Does it perhaps look like this? Oh, that's lame. Well, okay, I'm not sure what else I can do then. Nope, okay, anything else in there? Except in this case, there was no big escape. And no miracle. Rip, dude. Oh yeah, I think this is the... Go on, push the buttons, sir. It's so fun to push buttons. Is there anything for me to look up here? Oh, just this guy. Good job, officer. Next time I'll be sure not to let anyone through, even if it takes my life in the process, sir. I appreciate the sentiment, however we can't have people getting hurt on the job. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Are there things I can... Oh, I can probably connect those, right? They're definitely smuggling art. Yeah! Brain blast! There we go. Hey, fuckface. That's a fake statue. I wonder if it might be a fake. What? How dare you say my art is fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring. Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here. Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. Go you Airlines Airway Bill. I can't read this. What does it say? It says plain as day the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in the certificate. No, that's... Which means there never was a window of time which the statue wouldn't be sitting there. How do we know that's what it says? I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself. Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right. This, I know I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Aleph Red. It gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it.
This statue has high amounts of historic value after it was unveiled at a museum in Europe. I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
I believe a closer look is warranted here. Yeah, do it. Oh, yeah. So this is the infamous Aleph Red statue,
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something?
There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Yeah, it has red eyes. Those eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, I'm pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah, sir, they're red. As I thought, this statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc, what do you want? Do you not know I am a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer. The Aleph Red. Whoops, I don't remember what I said. It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but what is that? Sympathy for what? You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow you have there, has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the ones in this photo. Why are you suddenly yelling? Now then. Oh. It is a photo of the statue on display at a museum in Europe. Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? That statue before us is a fake. A fake? Oh God. This game owes me for making me look at that. Now that we have confirmed this is indeed fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhangfa, and I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. Proof it was brought on board in Zhangfa? Can I like... Can I move down at all? Oh, there we go. Proof it was brought on board in Zhangfa? Uh... How do I fucking prove it was... Oh, is it the fact that it's not fucking chained down? Oh no, I think it was, but we removed it. I don't think that has anything to do with it then. I have no idea. Maybe it is. No. Yeah, that doesn't do anything for us. Some sort of proof that it was brought on board in Zhangfa, and I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. Brought on board in Zhangfa? How do we prove it? Does it have to do with like when it was picked up? Document written in Burgonian proves the statue was loaded on board in Europe. Clearly it wasn't. Does it have to do with the time? Oh man, this one's hard. How do I only have like 2 health left. How do I prove that fucking we've got it in Zhangfa? How the fuck do I do this? Is it like the is this connected to any of the evidence I hold? I don't know. Oh. Is it just simply that it's near all the other Zhangfa stuff? Is that it? Is that the proof? It was loaded on board during the... Is it this? I'm not entirely confident that there's a contradiction here. What do you think, detective? Well, I think it's really suspicious looking, so my well-trained gut tells me so. I see that I must be mistaken. Oh, fuck. Oops. I didn't hit the microphone. I need to look at my shit. Oh no, it's grape juice. Oh man. You know, at least the music is nice while I'm really thinking about this. It's easy mode, so I am about to give in and just pull up a walkthrough. Because I'm really, like, man, I'm really confused. How do I prove that they picked it up in Zhangfa? It doesn't even... The only thing that's obvious about it, from what I can see. It's just the fact that it has yellow eyes. The jewels in the eye sockets, they really do look just like real gems. So do you mean these aren't real? Do you really think the foragers would waste that kind of money on a replica? I guess not. Oh, I just got a really great idea. Oh no. I could probably find some rocks down by the river, and I can polish them up to look like real jewels. I think I'll try that out and give one to Maggie as a present next time. I wonder if he's serious. And I wonder if I should try to stop him if he is. You know, my other thought is like, I can't move any closer to it though. But my only other thought was like, you know, maybe it's obviously forged, but you can't even look at it, so. Bought an in-flight shop, that's not it. Alright, I think that's it. I think it means it's time to take a look. Furthermore, the statue had been placed on top of the covering of the Zhengfa cargo. That is after the Zhengfa cargo had been placed there. Oh! You know, I'm really annoyed when shit like this happens, because as I was looking at this, I was like, oh, is the fact that this is over that covering important? Nah, because this was covered and they had to remove it. No. No. There we go. But what's the fucking... What piece would it want me to use to disprove this? I think it might be this one. Yeah, I think it would have to be. Oh, I don't know what happens if I die. There's clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? Oh no, it's just, oh, phew. Oh my god. I'm so, okay. I think now that they're talking about the cargo, that means that I was right. Jesus. Whew. Whew. Okay. I'm just, oh my god, I survived. Fucking, duh. Okay. Just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo. Ah, that's not possible. But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board from Zhengfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe, which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhengfa. But then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is only one reason why, to secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true, however you have it backwards. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed, but he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge, which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Oh my god. Oh. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold, a rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer, move this statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath now. Miss Von Karma! I'm ready to report my findings, said Forensics, who's off screen. Go on. After moving the Alfred statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction. I see there was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot. Oof. Can we stop looking at it now, sirs? It would seem that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? The killering? How did he clean up the blood? Oh! With the cloth, isn't it? Oh my gosh. It had to have been the cloth. How else do you fucking clean something up except with cloth? The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhengfa? There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, then this becomes highly suspect. Okay, shit. Okay, let's try and remember what their testimonies were. The murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa. Well, LeBlanc's was all over the place anyway because he fucked up the time on his watch. What was Meal's big deal? She was just kind of throwing, what's her name under the bus. Does it give me an, no, damn. Okay, let's try, cause yeah, his was all over the place. Because of his watch. Emil was mostly throwing Rhoda under the bus. Wait a minute. Didn't she... Wait a minute. Oh, Miss Meals, there it is! Miss Meals' testimony. Mr. Acme Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m. No, he was not if he was killed before 4. Okay. Okay, so it's her. She lied. Great. That totally contradicts the facts, sir! But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself. To be continued. Oh, my goodness gracious. Whenever it does like this little Mario, like do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Like, oh right, it is a video game. And so it does have those little video game quirks, even when it is acting like, you know, Law and Order Simulator. Alright, I think I have gone about as far as I can. I need to go to bed in like half an hour. I gotta get up for work in the morning. So this was a little foolish for me to stay up this long. But also it was really fun and I really wanted to friggin' figure this freaking thing out. But Wednesday, we will actually finish this case. I was so certain we'd finish it today, but oh well. We will finish this case on Wednesday. And we will have a great time. And I hope you have a great time until I see you then. Have a goose night. And I love you and I give you a big kiss. Mwah. Okay, bye.